but something that I've lived through as a 56-year-old man tells me there's something out there.
Oh yeah,
There's people who look over us. There's angels. There's
for
something.
sure.
There's something. I just did the Danny Brown thing, and we talked about ghosts. And I know for a fact, and this is Joey talking to you as a man. Boy, the house I grew up in North Bergen, that house had ghosts in it, disgruntled ghosts.
Yeah.
Disgruntled ghosts that I had to move out of there. For 2 years, I went to school. I lived, that was my house, my mother, that was my family.
Yeah.
But I stayed at a friend's house. The whole sixth grade year and half the seventh grade year, I stayed at my house. I stayed away from the house. And then after my mother died, was when I found out that a guy had killed himself in the garage. He did the whole close the garage and,
Carbon monoxide.
carbon monoxide. And then when we were kids, we would walk around and there was woods. And on our block, there was a big brick wall.
Yeah.
And they told us that it was an orphanage. When we were growing up, it was, and then somebody about 7 years ago put something up on Facebook, the real story about the Gibbonette orphanage, and it was on Gibbonette Terrace in Charles Court, and it was an orphanage that burnt down, and a bunch of kids died in there.
Yeah.
So they just took those 2 blocks. One is a loop block, one of those blocks that you loop around,
Yeah.
and Gibbonette Terrace is a dead end. So they always said there were the 2 bad luck blocks.
Yeah.
So while I lived there, my mother died. The kid 2 doors died from me. Died when we were growing up. Just something. The energy. Even when I go down there now, the house is for sale.
Whoa.
The house is for sale.
Your original house?
Yeah, where I grew up. I still got it on my phone. The picture. House is for sale. They want $350. I thought about it for about 2 minutes. I know I'd have to sink 200 into it to modernize it.
Right.
2019. I thought about it, but then I thought about what lived in that house. What was really, really, really in that
Yeah.
house. And I put a kibosh in it.
I heard this shit on Art Bell, the best explanation for ghosts ever, which was, it's actually not ghosts, it's time is happening at once. And so, like, in a place where some shitty thing happens, because, like, we perceive time as, like, being in the moment that we're in right now, but that suicide is, like, on repeat. It's happening over and over and over and over, and that's what a ghost is. A ghost is just like a kind of echo, a temporal echo that's sort of, like, trapped in this dimension and is bouncing around in there. It's, like, not so much an entity. Though, on the other hand, man, I've talked to many people who say, well, yeah, maybe, but there's fucking like a whole ecosystem, so to speak, of sentient, disembodied beings that are around us at all times. And